This is a bit of an awkward video to make, isn't it? Hello there, it's RicoWare, and welcome to Marathon after heavily criticizing Marathon. I admit my previous video on Marathon was way too harsh, and I don't think it was even that great of a video. It's kinda the first time I make this type of video, and it could have been better, even though most people seem to have enjoyed it. However, my opinion on the game was kinda wrong, and I was way too harsh on the game. I even changed the title because even the title was harsh. But well, some criticism I made still remains. I still think the UI is confusing and the menu navigation is a mess. I think that Marathon is good, and I always thought that Marathon was good, but I couldn't enjoy it back then because of the frustration and the confusion I had with the game. Most of my criticism in that video and at the time was just I'm just heavily confused by the game, and because I was heavily confused, I couldn't enjoy the game, basically. But here's the thing, Marathon has quite a dedicated hating community. I wouldn't say it's like Marathon dedicated, but you know, there are people on the internet who dedicate their entire life about hating stuff, like, or just hating games in general. Like, they want to see every game fail for some reason, like, look at this game is such a failure, even though people are playing. Look at the Steam Charts numbers, it doesn't have 50 billion people playing. The rise and fall of whatever game, even though nothing really happened. It's really annoying, and because of that, I've decided to give Marathon more playtime, because even though I had some criticism about the game, like I said, I didn't think it was bad. There was just some things that made it too confusing for me to enjoy. And I would understand why people thought this video was me chasing whatever hate train Marathon had, because Marathon during the server slam, it's either you love Marathon or you hated it, and people who hated it were very vocal about it. While I had some criticism, I didn't want it to fit into that group of I don't like Marathon. Marathon was a game I was really looking forward to. Honestly, the aesthetics were carrying my interest. I will be honest. Like, I'm not a extraction shooter person. I've played like Tarkov like 3 years ago, maybe 2 hours, and that's literally it. But yeah, the aesthetics really carried my entire interest for the game. If it didn't have these aesthetics, I wouldn't play Marathon. I don't think I would be playing Marathon, I think. But yeah, even though I had criticism about Marathon, it's that situation of, how can I explain? I don't know if it happened to you previously, but like, you agree with someone on a topic, but they are saying it in such an annoying way that you kind of want to disagree with them. It kind of was like that with Marathon. I wanted to give Marathon first of all because I was just too confused about the game, and I didn't want it to be just like, okay, this game is confusing, I will stop here. I think it's not really a fair criticism to have, and also because like I didn't want it to be just hating just for the sake of hating. Like I said, my video on Marathon was way too harsh, but now that I gave Marathon way more playtime, I understand. I understand it. Well, I don't understand it. I understand how to have fun with it. I understand why it's fun, and I'm having fun with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing almost daily. I think in my video I said something like, this game doesn't have a future. And yeah, I feel like it was a completely dumb way to say it, but I didn't mean it in like, this game is terrible. It's more like, this game is such a unique game out there that it's definitely not gonna attract insane amounts of people. The game has a very solid like hardcore player base, and it's nice to see, but because it's a game published by Sony, you know how it is nowadays when there's a big publisher behind, there's a big publisher behind, they have insane expectations like, oh, this game has to sell 50 trillion copies in 2 weeks, otherwise we kill half of your employees. That's basically how it is nowadays, and I was kind of fearing Marathon to follow the same route, because yeah, it's clearly not a game that's gonna appeal to everybody, and I didn't think it was gonna appeal to me at first, but I didn't want it to just give up on that game that I was looking forward to. And yeah, I can't really explain what I find about Marathon that makes it enjoying to me now, but it's just so much fun. I've been playing almost daily, and even though I really suck at the game, the gameplay loop, I understand the gameplay loop now. and it's enough to like get me hooked and wanna go back in there again and again. I feel like a fucking idiot whenever I watch other marathon streamers because they exactly know what they're doing. They have insane gear. Meanwhile, I'm still confused 99% of the time of where I'm going. Um, it's gonna take time, but I'm slowly figuring out stuff out. I'm figuring out like contracts, upgrades, things like that, items. It's starting to make so much more sense, but the game is still very hard. I think in total, I probably spent 20 hours playing the game. Yeah, that's something I shouldn't have done on my video, by the way, just not play the game enough and give a review of it. I clearly had to give it more time. And well, next time I will think about it. If I review a game like this again, I will probably try to spend more time and give it a proper review, I guess. Um, I think it would be better next time if I review a game again, that I give it more playtime. But Marathon is a really special game. It's the first time where I'm willing to spend more time after having a not so positive view at first, but it was mostly just confusion about the game. But yeah, the more I tried, the more the frustration turned into excitement because I understand the gameplay loop. I'm starting to figure out the items, the maps, the weapons. It's starting to make more sense. And even though I still suck, just the excitement of hoping to make it out alive, or even making out alive, like is enough to like make me want to play again. I'm sadly not like these streamers or these people who play the game like it's a job, like 24/7. I can kind of play the game around like 1 or 2 hours per day, and then I need to take a break because I'm starting. It's very overwhelming. The game is very overwhelming. I think that's the word I should have used in my review and the video there. The game is overwhelming, and it takes so much time to like enjoy it. And I can't even explain how it's enjoyable, but like the gameplay loop and the excitement this game gives when you start figuring out stuff is it's great. And I'm really excited to see what the future is. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this game is gonna turn out in the future. I hope that Sony is not gonna do any layoffs. Haha. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. If you want to see me watch Marathon, you can go on twitch.tv/Recoware or my Recoware Plus channel, which is basically my secondary channel where I upload long videos, VODs, Let's Plays, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will probably make a Marathon funny haha compilation soon. Maybe. I need to motivate myself to make edited videos again. But I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.